Welcome everyone to our talk on why data integration is your roadmap to better business decisions. My name is Andrew and I'm the Sales Manager at One Spatial Australia. I've been here for 2 years, right through the COVID period. This is the first time I've been involved in running our FME World Tour as a face-to-face event, but I've also attended the tour as a user in the past. This photo shows me on the right, with Andre Makika in the middle and Michael Studdard on the left, enduring the freezing conditions of our Cambridge-based head office in February this year. So, data-driven. This is a concept you've probably heard a lot about over the last few years, and it's a process for making decisions. A process involves collecting and combining data and using that information to extract insight and patterns that you can use to drive your decision making. A lot of companies and individuals think that they're being data-driven, but you're going to be surprised at how much room for growth there is. So before we get into the type of data you want to be collecting and how we can share it across the enterprise, I want to tell you a personal story about making decisions so you can understand that the problem that data-driven decision making is trying to solve. Who remembers being bored and feeling trapped by COVID sometime in the last 2 years? Nothing to do but work, sleep, and take COVID juice. So many times, me and the whole family was tired of the weather. Not only were we cold, we felt trapped at home by COVID. We were bored, we were frustrated, and we wanted a break. So we thought, wouldn't it be nice if we took a holiday? So we get everyone's opinions on where we want to go, somewhere warm, somewhere relaxing, somewhere fun, and we decide that Queensland looks good. Queensland looks nice. We can imagine ourselves here relaxing and de-stressing. We get excited and we book tickets and we think about what clothes to take. And then we start to notice the data coming in. The news articles, the statistics, and all this information that made us feel less good. When we looked at the data, it was telling us that now's not the best time to travel if we want to make sure that we can get home in a certain time frame. Lucky for us, we were able to cancel the trip and mostly get all our money back in the form of travel vouchers. But regardless, we wasted some money and wasted time. We spent hours on hold to the airline and we just experienced a lot of disappointment. But this is how humans make decisions. Whether we're conscious of it or not, we make decisions from an emotional place. We decided we wanted to go to Queensland because we felt cold and tired and frustrated. Emotions are the biggest driving factor for decision making. Humans make decisions because of the way we're feeling or the way we want to feel. Our instinct is not to make decisions from data, but from emotions, and most people don't realize this, which is really scary if you think about it. Businesses without data strategies are making huge decisions based on emotions. Sometimes these businesses have hundreds of people they're employing and thousands of customers relying on them, and they're serving them with gut instinct. Individuals trying to provide for themselves or providing for their family are making critical decisions out of the way they feel. Sometimes it works out and you can make it pretty far off gut instinct, but eventually you're going to hit a plateau or worse, a rapid decline. Best case, maybe you lose some money and learn from it, but worst case, you can affect livelihoods. You can't rely on gut instinct, emotions and opinions to drive your decision making. That's why there's such a push for companies to be data-driven. Companies that prioritize data collection and data integration have more information available to them so they can analyze and ensure they're making the best decisions for their employees and their customers. Data-driven companies make less unnecessary purchases, saving more money, and they also have more opportunity to meet market trends and satisfy their customers in a way that significantly impacts their revenue. Data-driven companies have less turnover because they're hiring the right people and have a vision for success. Individually, people who understand how to deliver value and strategies are going to be more successful than those who are using their intuition to figure it out. Again, you can be a very successful person from intuition, but imagine where you can go if you also have data to support you. We know why we need to be data-driven, so let's now talk about the roadmap to get there, which is using data integration. If data is inaccessible or bad quality and not where it needs to be, then this reduces an organisation's ability to operate efficiently and use all the available data to its advantage. So this includes 5 components: using best-of-breed systems, combining data to increase its value, data availability, collaboration, data integrity, and quality. Data integration ensures you're free to use the best systems, applications, and formats for your enterprise. With the power to connect everything and keep disparate systems synchronized, you don't have to worry about being stuck with data silos. Consider all of your data that your company has access to, everything from maps to financial information to any open data portals that might be useful. Consider also where the data lives. Who owns it? Is it on-premise or in the cloud? And what applications and formats do you use? Everything from spreadsheets to GIS to PDFs, business information tools, CRM, etc. What data do you want to have or do you think would be useful for benefiting by having this? Like location data, consumer information, a digital twin. How often is data collected or updated? Is it old and outdated? And do you wish you could update it more often? When you bring all of that data together, you're enhancing it and increasing its value. It becomes more understandable, informative, shareable, and easier to generate insight. Some examples include creating a master data repository, ensuring data complies with standards, adding location information to a database, adding financial information, or texturing 3D models with orthophotos. Availability is all about sharing the data with everyone who needs it. Consider who needs access to your organisation's data and what formats they need it in. Data integration makes it possible to share data automatically or on demand in whatever format the end user needs. For example, creating an open data portal for the public to access, sending reports automatically across departments or to clients, or making a database available within the company. This makes data transparent and easy to understand and work with. When you're sharing data across departments and teams, this makes collaboration easier. Again, people can use their best-of-breed applications and everyone's able to access the same data. Data integration workflows will help transform the data into the necessary formats and keep everything synchronized across the organisation. This often looks like a central repository, which you can automatically keep up to date as new information arrives. With any workflow, data validation is an important step. Check for compliance with standards. Check and repair the geometry, the XML or JSON syntax, the schema, and whatever else needs to be validated. That's why FME has so many data validation transformers. When building workflows to run your organisation, it's straightforward to add important validation steps. Note that automation is a key part of all of these 5 components. You want to create a system that keeps applications synchronized and up to date automatically, distributing data, sending notifications, and responding to real-time inputs. They're often part of being data-driven. It's possible to create a fully automated system that gathers new information as it arrives, integrates it into a central repository, and distributes it wherever it needs to be. When your data integration strategy includes these 5 components, you can be confident knowing that you're data-driven. With more accessible data, easy collaboration, better quality data, and a complete picture of all information comes a better understanding of it. Better decisions can be made, insight can be generated, and business intelligence systems can be leveraged. Of course, this is the entire point of the FME platform, helping you to integrate and automate data and do everything we just talked about.